Me, la, 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 la. Unique, New York. No,
I was about to say, it sounds more like unique New York, but it didn't quite. I
say New York.
I thought this was a tongue when I speak, so I can be more like Jesse.
I won't go anywhere.
Yeah. More cold medication, please.
Hey, you're listening to That's Life, the podcast designed with your laughter in mind. So please sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the
we're
people
back.
say.
Yes, here we are.
Yes, we are.
Episode 21. Dun, dun, dun.
The podcast is now legally able to drink.
That's right. The podcast is in complete and total motion, so keep your hands inside the podcast at all times.
That's right. And while they're in there,
So
click the subscribe button.
Yes, that was Pete. Pete is with us here today.
Hello.
Angry Tim is exhausted from baby duty, cleaning up baby duty, but on bones.
That's what he did there.
So he's a little sleepy and feeling kind of crappy, and I'm feeling super crappy. So
I'm all right.
Pete is still totally with us. So I said, you know
good,
what?
yeah.
If Pete's down, I'm down. And here
Oh,
we are.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hands all up in the podcast.
Oh, God.
Touching it in inappropriate manners in such a fashion that we might bring to you the hilarity.
That is correct. So, what's new? Pete, what's new with Pete?
You know, I thought I had a what's new this week. So far, it's pretty much business as usual.
Video games? Working?
Oh, I did learn... every now and then, I like to learn new terminology from the interwebs.
Of course.
And
The
this isn't
intranet.
so much like, like what the hell does SMH stand for or something like gay from Facebook. Shake my head.
Oh, yes. I just looked that up. Okay.
Yeah, it's retarded because only people on Facebook use it.
Really? I thought that was like a thing and I just didn't know.
No, it's not a thing. I mean, it's a thing, but not in like
The broader sense
not in
of
like a
thing.
gamer scope kind of thing, like LOL, etc.
I got
But what my example of one new thing I learned is like the first time I heard somebody say Squeenix, which is the shortened version of Square Enix.
Yes.
They're,
Okay.
it's cute and it's funny. So this past week, as some of you may or may not be aware, the announcement and subsequent trailer for the newest Call of Duty came out, which would be Black Ops 2 for those of you keeping score.
Yeah.
Which looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's like in the future and shit.
Yeah.
That does look
And there's horses in the
I know.
future.
They're future horses.
And being in the game space a lot, I've heard Call of Duty referred to as COD. Makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
However, the Black Ops series has been shortened up to this.
Blops?
COD Blops. And it's fucking hilarious. So the first time I heard somebody say, yep, COD Blops 2, I was like, what the fuck is that? It sounds fucking hilarious. And then,
COD Blops.
COD Blops, Black Ops,
It sounds like something you need to see your urologist about. I got some real bad COD Blops. COD Blops? Yeah, COD
Two
Blops.
of them. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. But
It's like
that-
leaking. It's
that
terrible.
made me laugh a lot.
Wow, COD Blops.
And now every time I hear it, which is a lot this week, because everybody's all like, "OMGs, COD Blops," and
It just makes it funnier.
it's great.
So yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
So that looks good as far as that. Yeah. So that's
That's not that bad.
all the newness that I have going on.
Okay, I'm dying of
Dysentery on the Oregon Trail. Son of a bitch.
terminal allergies. It's fucking awful. The all the trees and all their little tree parts, reproductive parts, have gang raped my face and my head.
Tree productive.
Oh yeah, repeatedly, and I think I'm going to die. It feels terrible. I feel like fucking crazy. So I was at work and I'm like, oh look, what's in my bag of pills and medical wonders here is Claritin. Awesome, cool.
Claritin Clear is good.
Yes. I was like, well, how many of these am I supposed to take? These little gel tabs. There, no. I was like, I only had the trays. I didn't have the box. So I'm like, well, two. Two sounds like a good number.
Two's a normal
They're very small.
Dose of most normal
So I
medications.
took two. And when I got home, I was going to take a third because I was like, yeah, 2 is good, 3 is probably good, fine.
Right.
And I looked at, I had the box here, and I
More
looked at it,
better.
and it says only 1 per 24-hour period. And I'm like, oh man, I guess I just won't take one tomorrow. Then that'll just sort of
Even itself
drink
out.
plenty of water, thin it out a little
Pee
bit.
it out some.
Water it out, water it down, Carl. Down, wrong preposition.
Get
God
it
damn
out through your cod blops.
Yes, I don't want to get the cod blops. You drink plenty of water.
That's why they tell you not to take too much Claritin.
I had a little bit of cod plops on
Speaking fails.
on my lips there. But yeah, so there was that. And yeah, that's fucking everything. Everybody be sure to check out Josh Iman's dating commercial, the Josh Iman dating service.
That's right. Josh Iman's commercial is up on the YouTubes.
It's on the YouTubes. It's also on the website. So check them out at either place. Just type in Josh Iman dating service, and it'll come up #1 because it's the only Josh Iman dating service in existence.
That's right.
But there's something to be said for that on the internet. I mean, that something is the only one of its kind.
That's impressive.
Means it's either incredibly sucky or it's something completely new.
Or both.
Or both, which is still pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
either
in this
way.
case, it's funny.
It's
Pete, you
damn
liked it.
hilarious.
You were
My
giggling.
goodness.
Everyone who's listened to it has
Did
liked it.
almost
So
pee myself.
if you haven't listened to it, take a listen. It's only 2 minutes long.
Especially if you're a single lady.
Oh yeah, if you're a single lady, just drop us a line. In fact, if you have any advice to Josh on how he could handle crazy bitches, or just any relationship advice in general, be sure to send it to us at that'slifepodcast.com, or you can catch up to Pater or I on the Facebook.
In the Facebook space.
And we will have a That's Life Facebook page soon. More information forthcoming.
Yep. Or shoot us a tweet if people do that. Maybe I'll actually get a Twitter account. I know
Yeah.
you said we have one for the podcast.
Yeah, we do have one. I got it just to reserve it. I wrote it down. I don't remember the name. And
Hopefully it's That's Life Podcast.
yeah, I just don't remember the little password thing.
Oh, well, that's just an email away.
Yes, I can sort that out. I just
We are
wanted to
so
have-
up with the times,
Oh,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
Exactly. People contact us by email when we forget our passwords. It's brilliant. They don't send them in the snail mail
Yeah.
or the Koslops. So, Eric, actually it's Eric Kozlov, but they call him Koslop because that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Koslops.
That's hilarious.
It's a lot like cod.
Cod blops.
I can't even say it. Oh, bloody hell. And on that note, that brings us to weird news.
Weird news.
It's news and it's weird.
I got a quick one.
Oh, Pete's got some weird news. Lay the details on us, Lucius.
I was futzing about the interwebs like you do, and I ran across. This is all the information I got on it, so we get to speculate the balls off of it.
Oh, I love to speculate.
Apparently, a woman was arrested in China for attempting to smuggle in iPhones.
In her vagina?
Like I said, I got no more information than that, so we get to speculate the balls off of it.
That just in vague news. News about something that happened somewhere to someone. We've got locations, but no names. We've
Yep.
got things and verbs that are also very vague.
I thought it was weird, mostly because my first thought was, how was she trying to smuggle in an iPhone, and why
Now, wait a
would you
minute.
do that?
Fucking in China, why would you buy an iPhone from somewhere else and smuggle it in? There's
They're made down the street at
15 cents
Foxconn, you
Yeah,
know?
there's 15-cent fucking knockoffs you could get, even if you couldn't have, like, just smuggle one out after your 60-hour work week.
But I figured the only reason that it was like newsworthy at all was probably because she had a really weird
her
iPhone
vagina.
case.
Oh yeah,
That,
well, she's
you know.
got. I think you can get a special app for that.
Just keep texting me. I have it on vibrate.
Wow.
Really, she wasn't smuggling it so much as attempting to just please her herself.
Yeah, well, she's a real pleaser to work with. Did you have any other weird news stories?
That was the only weird news. Just one quick one. The weirdest thing I saw today.
Well, that is pretty weird. Let's see, what do we have here? We have this one's called "Make Up Your Mind Already." Jason Adkins was charged in March in Cynthia, Kentucky, with stealing electronic equipment from the home of a friend. According to police, Adkins admitted the break-in, but said he felt guilty the next day and returned the items. However, he then admitted breaking back into the home 2 days after that and re-stealing them. Things that I'll take things that meth makes you do, Alex, for 500.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So
Retard.
yeah, this next one's called Bad Crook, Worse Crook. Ivan Barker was sentenced in March in England's Stoke-on-Trent Magistrates Court for stealing a laptop computer and cigarettes from the home of a wheelchair-bound man of his acquaintance.
Wheelchair-bound man.
Barker subsequently visited the man and apologized for the theft, but then, during that visit, Barker stole the man's new replacement laptop computer and more cigarettes.
Wow, that's...
What a cunt.
Must have been related from across the pond to that last guy. Jesus.
Definitely a cunt. Speaking of cunt, it leads us to our next one. It's called Avenues of Crotch.
It's where you smuggle iPhones.
Yes. At a March town meeting in Emden, Maine, residents turned down proposals to rename its most notorious street, Katy Road. Thus, the name will remain, as it has for decades, Katie's Crotch Road. Some residents, in addition to being embarrassed by the name, also noted the cost of constantly replacing the street signs stolen by giggling visitors. A Kennebec Journal report noted uncertainty about the name's origin. It may refer to how the road splits in two, forming a Y shape. On the other side, on another story, the name might refer to an early settler who would sit on her front porch without underwear. Presumably, her name was Katie.
Yeah,
It was the name was Samuel, and
they just decided it'd be a little more sensible to have it be a girl name.
they decided it used to be called. What was it? Oh my God! Fuck.
Fail moment.
Yes, a definite fail moment. Damn you,
Moments
Claritin!
in failure. There's a good segment for
Fuck.
you.
What was the name of that fucking Steven? Because I don't have to explain it. I know it fell apart, but
This is eventually not going to be funny anyway.
no,
so.
I'm going to make another segment called "Destroyed in Seconds." It's going to be, but it's going to be about jokes that I failed at. Okay, the Samuel's Lot, is that the name of it?
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. I was going to say the guy's name was the street's name was Samuel's Crotch, and then Stephen King changed it to that. See, but if my timing would have been right, it would have been funny.
Had that worked, it probably would have been hilarious.
Yes, but unfortunately, Claritin didn't make that
Damn you,
very
that's
clear.
why it says only take one.
This next one's called Judge Dredd. Lumpkin County,
Angela.
Georgia Judge. David Barrett. I should have left a space for that because I had to know it was coming. Apparently frustrated by an alleged rape victim's reluctant testimony at a trial in February, blurted out in court that she was killing her case
I knew you'd say that.
against.
It's too easy.
I just see him like in judge's robes.
Sly up there.
I knew you'd say that. Adrian! That's wrong movie.
It might as well be the same one.
Shoot you first blood. And to dramatize the point, pulled out his... Oh my God, Rambo. We got Rambo in there.
Yeah.
And to dramatize the point, pulled out his own handgun and offered it to her, explaining that she may as well shoot her damn lawyer because the chances for conviction were dropping rapidly. 5 days later, following news reports, Barrett resigned.
Wow.
So,
That's pretty awesome.
oh, that was funny. Okay, this next one's called Cocaine is a Hell of a Drug.
It's true. Usually we're talking about meth, but I'm glad we're switching it up today.
Yeah, we got a little from each of the food groups.
All right. Okay, audience, what we need is a fan pick of the drug food pyramid thing.
Yeah, it's food groups. You have to, if you want to be a healthy drug addict, you have to have a little from each category.
You know how sugar's at the top? Yeah, that's Coke.
Yeah, sugar and Coke group, the meth, bread, and nuts group. You know.
That's right. Your PCP vegetables.
Yes. Cindy Davidson is good at sniffing out bargains. So when the Salt Lake City mom saw tampons on sale last Saturday, she didn't exactly turn up her nose at a good deal. However, inside the box...
It's going to be one of those stories, isn't it?
along with the tampons and the applicator was something extra. Cocaine!
Hey!
It didn't look like it was tampered with at all. There was cellophane filled with white powder
I think
inside.
that's the idea behind smuggling that shit. It's
Yeah,
not
really.
supposed to look tampered with.
It's got ashy looking lid on it. It's all this powdered sugar on it. God damn, looks like someone fucking folded up with cracky ass hands. It's ridiculous. The powdery substance was rolled up in thick cellophane and taped shut inside the cardboard applicator. It was wrapped so tight she spent 5 minutes trying to open it and still couldn't.
And then it exploded all over the
That's a
damn
good thing
place.
she didn't like use it inside the applicator.
Oh
and
my
then,
God! Yeah, she.
my period's over and I've been awake for 16 days. The box of Boots tampons, a British brand.
It's a whole different kind of toxic shock.
She was in
syndrome.
Salt Lake City, but she's like, "Do you want some Tampax?" No. I want some of the good imports.
Give me the Boots.
It's like a Cuban cigar, you know. Oh, British tampons are the best.
Wait, did I hear that right? Is it called Boots?
Boots, yes.
Wow,
Yes.
guys.
Oh yes. So I guess when you say your
Put
mama
the boots to
your
her.
mama wears combat boots, it's just a completely
Sorta.
different thing. British brand. Well, it was supposed to contain 16 tampons. She noticed some inconsistencies in the way they were packed. When she found the suspicious little package inside, her heart began to race. It certainly wasn't the euphoria Coke users experience. I started getting nervous because I thought it might have been a terrorist attack, she told KSL TL Television.
What?
This will paralyze them. The women will be bleeding all over the place.
Fucking Utah. Sorry, Scott Johnson, but come on.
I started getting nervous. I already said that because Carr already said that. She said after I said that. The authorities tested the substance and confirmed it was cocaine, which
Yep,
shocked
that's
the
coke.
mother of two. We should change that to Claritin is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. It shocked her more if she applicated that improperly.
Oh, yes. Goodness gracious.
After discovering the cocaine, she became nervous.
What does my
Jittery.
pussy look like? It just ate a powdered donut. A jelly-filled powdered donut. Ah. I'm sorry.
Oh, an iPhone.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I went back 10 minutes. Goddamn Claritin.
Oh, sure. You just made me spray tea all over my face. It's British tea. It's called Boots. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. It actually went into my nose. I just made Pete. Somehow you beat me to it. Oh,
Yes.
sweet revenge.
That's a rarity.
This next one's called the moonwalk. An Idaho man has been charged with assault after authorities say he ordered another man to perform the moonwalk at gunpoint. Also, what are things that meth makes you do, Alex, for 500?
Holy shit. That is awesome. Moonwalk now, motherfucker.
The Bonner County Daily Bee reports 30-year-old John Ernest Cross was charged with the felony Tuesday in First District Court and appointed a public defender. Police say they were called Monday to the Cross's home in Clark Fork after getting a report that he pointed a rifle at another man and demanded that that man perform the dance move popularized by Michael Jackson in the late 80s. Investigators accused Cross of using a semi-automatic rifle during the episode, but Cross claimed during his initial court appearance this week that the firearm was simply a pellet gun. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Moonwalk or I'll airsoft you to death.
What the hell's next? Do the robot, bitch! Or I'll stab you right in the jelly donut.
That's I don't care. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. I'm sure the guy's scared, but it's one of those weird icebreaker stories you have now, you know.
Guys, of course, that's another one of those things where somebody, you know, he's probably got that candid camera film crew of his buddies that are going to put it on YouTube
Yeah,
later.
that'd be the first thing it says. Like, am I being fucking punked? What the hell?
Make him do the moonwalk, yo. Make him do the moonwalk while he's pissing himself.
Do the moonwalk or I'll blow your fucking brains out. See, just saying it sounds hilarious.
I don't think I'd be able to do that with a straight face.
Can you imagine the lineup like from The Usual Suspects? But the line they use is "Do the moonwalk or I'll blow your fucking brains out." Do the moonwalk or I'll blow your fucking brains out. Do the moonwalk. I'll fucking flip ya. What? Do the moonwalk or flip ya. Is that even English? What the fuck? You do the moonwalk or I'll fucking kill you.
Do the moonwalk or I'll blow your brains out.
That guy's Kaiser Soze. Oh.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. This next one's called Delicious and Dangerous.
Oh, my favorites.
I knew a few girls like that. The owner of a hospital-themed Las
Yeah.
Vegas restaurant known for its high-calorie menu says another patron has suffered an apparent medical episode there.
Oh, that's ironic.
The Heart Attack Grill owner, John Basso, said that a woman had been eating, drinking alcohol, and smoking before she fell unconscious Saturday night. It was unclear whether her medical issue was related to the food, however.
Well,
It was at least the second medical episode inside the restaurant that glorifies unhealthy eating. Its menu includes dishes called quadruple bypass burger, flatliner fries, and free meals to people over 350 pounds.
Holy shit balls.
Okay, it's in Las Vegas, so it fits.
Yeah, it makes sense.
This might be
and
one of the
it's
most
not like
awesome
they
things
aren't
ever.
like advertising it right there. It's like,
a
this
man was-
food will. It's got to be goddamn good though.
It's called the Heart Attack Grill. So,
Yeah.
A man was stricken in mid-February and taken to the hospital while eating a triple bypass burger. The condition of the unidentified woman was not immediately known. She'll be buried in a bacon coffin. Service will be held Friday. No, she was wheeled out of the downtown restaurant by paramedics. Wow.
Condition of her is unknown. Well, she's unconscious. Oh, okay.
And full. Next one is called Dr. Doolittle. No! A Shelton man is under arrest Monday for sexually assaulting a horse. According to police, officers were dispatched at 6:15 p.m. to Partridge Lane on a report of an unknown male inappropriately touching a horse.
People pay good money for that Tijuana.
The complaint reported that the male appeared to be touching the horse in a sexual manner, and the horse appeared to be in pain. Not cool. At least when they get horses to fuck chicks on the internet, the horses are having a fucking ball.
Yeah, maybe this guy's just he's probably just working up to be the fluffer for those particular things. It's his first day on the job. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
Officers arrived and located the male. Human.
Maybe that's why the horses are so pissed off in the new Call of Duty.
They're trying to run away. They're future horses.
Future horses
Suffering emotional
properly
scars from being
masturbated.
molested. Yes. Officers arrived and located the human male, identified as Marion Weigel, 63. What's with these dirty old motherfuckers of Partridge Lane in the corral? Weigel stated that he was comforting the horses that were scared by a loud noise. Weigel stated that he may have inadvertently put his finger inside one of the horses. Whoa,
Oops.
Nelly. Whoa. You can't use that excuse on a date. You can't use it with a horse.
Yeah. I accidentally put my finger in her booty.
I brought an air horn on with me and it went, meh. She went, oh my God. And I stuck my finger in her vagina. Shh, calm down. Oh, I inadvertently put my finger in your vagina. Sorry, are you calm now?
It's like a reflex.
Yeah, it's like a reflex. Control
F8.
Control F8. It's like a reflex.
Still want that on a t-shirt.
Oh, goodness. Finding the sweet spot is this next one.
Inadvertently.
By means of dissection, Dr. Adam Ostrensky said he located the elusive source of female sexual satisfaction deep within the vagina.
That's an awful extreme to go.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. I
guess, yeah.
Ostrensky said he performed the layer-by-layer vaginal dissection on the cadaver of an 83-year-old woman.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Aren't they all stuffed with frankincense and myrrh at that point? No.
I think so.
The existence of the G-spot is a matter of intense debate. Oh, brother, you said a mouthful. Part of the controversy is that, unlike the clitoris, the G-spot has never been seen or felt as a distinct structure. Although many women have reported sexual pleasure stemming from the anterior or frontal part of the vagina, nobody could document a more precise source or describe its size and appearance, because it's kind of hard to get your head up in there.
Right.
Ostrensky said the structure uncovered in the study had 3 distinct sections set at a 35-degree angle inside the urethra. Oh. And has a bluish grape-like appearance. If Ostrensky and others can consistently reproduce a discovery, it may absolutely change our view of how the orgasm is created. It will change the understanding of sexual function. It may help in the treatment of the dysfunctional aspect of sex.
Wow.
And
yet, guys will probably be too stupid to read up on it and still fail miserably.
All they got to do is just chop the bitch up, and then you can get her off. Just there.
Oh.
I found her G-spot.
Dude, there's been guys doing that for years.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. But,
You know.
and that's our weird news.
Weird news.
Now, before we move on to our new exciting little mini segment,
Ooh, new and exciting is good.
we have some viewer comments / email-y type things and questions and stuff.
Yeah.
And Pater has them.
Literally
This is so cool.
a couple. I don't have snappy titles because that would have taken more than an hour's preparation. More than an hour's prep for a show. Come on now.
Well, actually, yeah, digging through all this crap does
So,
take sometimes an hour. But
yes. The first Dear That's Life comes from a past and potential. There's
Past and pretentious. Damn, Pete.
Potentially. That's my new word for today. Potentially future guest. Dear That's Life. Do you believe in fate? And if so, does it travel well?
Like meatballs.
Josh Iman.
Ah, yes. That's the question.
That's the question. It was short and sweet.
This was like a Sylvia Plath introductory paragraph to something. But
No snappy titles.
do you believe in fate? Fate. What kind of fate?
I don't know. Duel of the Fates, like that John Williams song?
The closest thing I've ever found to fate is what is written for us when we're younger. What we're exposed to as children in our formative years, just with broad strokes, which quickly freeze and dry like concrete in our psyche. It sculpts who we are, and that is our fate. Now you can overcome your fate by sheer force of willpower and stick to itness. It's a huge fate. It's a huge feat to overcome your fate. Claritin to the rescue, but not really. So that's all I got for that.
Yeah, I'm not a big subscriber to that whole things are fated.
Yeah,
it
make
really
your own
annoys
fates.
me when people say things like, well, crap. It annoys me so much I can't even remember the exact phrasing. And people are like, oh, it must have been, it was meant to be, and everything happens for a reason. That's what it is.
Oh, I love
annoys
that.
the crap out
Yes,
of me.
everything happens for a reason.
Yes,
you
it does.
staple onto it afterwards. God damn
No
it!
shit. There's always a reason for things.
Which I believe is more. I think it has more weight and meaning that we must attach our own meaning, that we give things meaning. I think that is better than some celestial, three blind fucking witches with us weaving our fate.
Bibbledy bobbledy. That's a good
And
phrase.
stuff.
Bibbledy bobbly. And
Bippity boppity boo.
so that
Josh,
being
what do you think of
said,
that?
does it travel well? Probably.
Yeah, since it doesn't exist, it probably travels extremely well.
Yeah. Especially now with the internet and TV and all that kind of cool stuff, things travel super quick.
So, what are you having for dinner? Fate. Well, why don't you bring some to me to dinner? I'm hungry. Well, there's only some fate sauce. There's a little bit of destiny sauce and some fate.
Either that or he's talking about the protagonist of the third Star Ocean game.
Woo!
In which
Star
case
Ocean.
he travels all over the damn place.
Yes, he does. And you had another one.
And I do have another one.
Yay.
Dear That's Life. What should I do when I like someone who's 5 or more years younger than I am? Thank you from Generally Concerned.
Oh, it completely depends on their gender.
Yeah, so
Like 10,000%. And, of course, their age. So,
well, asking me, we all know I like him young. So if Tim was here, that would be the first joke made.
all right.
So
is the gender of anonymous female?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes it a lot less creepy then.
Yeah, why is that?
because
that meme that you see with the 40-year-old Twilight moms saying if this was a bunch of 40-year-old men yelling for 17-year-old girls, it would be wrong.
Oh, because anything that gets bitches hot is good.
Society. I mean, I agree with that.
Because you got to look at it. What is society made of? Men and women. Women like being hot and getting off and stuff. Well, at least they should.
On the other hand,
Men like women to get hot and get off. So it's like almost 100%.
on the other hand, there was that whole sort of teacher banging the student thing gone awry.
Again, hot. The only time it gets creepy is when she wanted to marry him.
She's like 35 and he's 16. Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's still totally cool. That's awesome. I mean, that kid's going to have a leg up if she just fucks him. But if she does if she's doing some kind of crazy mind game shit or is like, we should get married and I'm going to have your children, then it becomes creepy. You know what I'm saying? If it's just she's totally turned on and he's 16 and mature, not 16 and I mean 16. When I was we'll make it 17 just to be safer. When I was 17, pretty much 100% sexually online.
Yep. Any more that's 16's also
I
probably
hadn't
in that
gotten,
same box.
The vagina at 17 completely. I hadn't finished the whole I lost my virginity 3 times. And I'll go ahead and light that because it's a complicated story.
That's like some movie shit right there.
It is. The first time, golly, I can't remember if I was 16 or just turned 17. And
Not like, was it post-voided twice?
first girlfriend, I'll avoid saying her name, just to keep it, prim and
It's
proper.
an X-Files yet.
I don't fucking tell. I don't fuck and tell, I should say. But and I don't fucking tell either. I'm no snitch.
Fucking no tell.
Yeah,
At all.
but,
can never tell.
She was a virgin. I was a virgin. Things are getting hot and heavy. We're on a beach.
Ooh, sandy.
That sand. It was late. I was supposed to be getting back to our house, and then like people kept walking up on the beach. We were both so nervous. I was too big. Not like saying I'm like some giant fucking John Holmes or anything, but when you're dealing with virgins, that's just another. That becomes an issue.
It's just a thing.
And so we sort of like just called it off because we're both nervous as hell anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
And definitely didn't have a condom either, so probably a good thing.
Yeah, also good.
So that was like, I was like almost in too. So did I lose my virginity or didn't I?
I'll go with no.
Head of penis in fucking vagina.
That broke the plane.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like,
It's arguable, but the judges say no, not quite.
well, to count as losing your virginity, no way. But I kind of like, it became like a 3-phase experience because then we go on to the next thing.
Okay.
In which dating a chick, she actually moved to South Carolina.
This time I
Myrtle
got
Beach.
it halfway.
Oh, no, this time I was definitely all the way in. Went down. Of course, the dude that fucking had a car and was a friend of mine at the time was a total jerk off. The dude was just a dickhead. So we're down there. And the girl that I was dating at the time and I that came down to say are trying to hook him up with a friend of hers who is scalding hot, hotter than the chick I was actually with, and just by using regular standards.
Right.
For me, the chick that I'm with is always hot because she's willing to fuck me, and that's just woo.
That does add the hotness.
Exactly.
Points.
You get whatever experience points you need to get to the next level with Carl by saying yes. So that's how that fucking works. But
yes, well, no, you didn't need a dating service commercial.
Yeah,
Oh, zing!
so she so he's like being such just an unconscionable fucking ball breaker and an asshole. He's like, oh, fuck this. I'm gonna go have a beer and just go for a walk. And so he goes out and he's going off to have a walk. We're like, great. We don't lock the door because I didn't really think about it. I was kind of still technically a virgin at the time. 17. I'm like, okay. Boom, things are getting hot and heavy. We're fucking. She's not a virgin, though. A little rough going in the beginning, but bam, I'm in. Bam, I'm totally in. And we are just fucking and fucking and fucking. She gets off twice. Great. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I don't know. This is cool that I got a chick off twice. First time really fucking. This is awesome. And I'm like, oh, yes. And I'm like, okay, something's happening. And it's like that. What was that fucking scene? In Step Brothers. Oh, you ever see that movie Step Brothers? You got to see it. William C. Riley
And Will Ferrell and John C. Riley.
John C. Riley.
Two of my least favorite comedic people ever.
But he's in the men's bathroom and this chick is like fucking him. And he's like, whoa, everything's very wet. Something's going to happen here. Oh. And I was having one of those kind of moments. And I was like, whoa, this definitely feels way better than masturbating. And then all of a sudden, the door opens. What the fuck? Fucking bullshit, man. This is fucking bullshit. He comes in. And so I'm like, oh, we'll get to it tomorrow night. But then he becomes such a jerk off that we ended up leaving before I got to actually fuck her and finish. Probably a good thing because I didn't have a condom. So, did I lose my virginity? I didn't bust a nut. I fucked. She got off. Definitely.
Judges are going to lean towards yes on that one.
More towards yes, but I didn't get off. I didn't even pull out and get off on her. Did not get off at all.
That is the question of the ages.
Yes. Does it kind of sound?
I would still think it counts, but anyway.
But I'm talking just for the purposes of losing your virginity as a guy, because obviously if you're with a girl and she comes home and you're like, hey honey, why's your clothes all akimbo? Oh, this guy, he totally fucked me, but he didn't get off. No, I didn't get off, so technically it's not sex. It's not cheating because I didn't get off. You know what I mean? It won't work for everything, but just for the purposes of losing
This
your virginity,
particular discussion,
which is
right.
supposed to be the experience of sex. for a guy, and I can only say for a guy because some women never get off. So then they're just virgins with no hymens.
Ever.
But then finally,
It's such a cold place.
years later, I'm almost 19, and I'm fucking a chick.
Which is funny because almost 19 means 18. And from 17 is only 1 year mathematically, but hey, that's okay.
And so I'm with the chick, and I'm fucking her on a satanic altar. It's a long story.
At least there wasn't a beach in this one.
Yeah, so no sand. It was a sand-free satanic altar, and I actually got off.
Hooray!
Thank you.
Finally.
You know, I'd like to go.
never get to the end of the story.
I wish we could go back in time and appear there, just as I was like, and also we go, hooray!
Oh no, it couldn't be. That had to be just hooray,
Hooray!
Semi-enthused.
It's about
kind
fucking
of.
time, and then we just disappear into the
Bill and
shadows.
Ted kind of
Holy
phone
shit,
booth
were
time
they
machine.
demons?
And
We
George
were-
Carlin's there.
Were those demons that just gave us lackadaisical applause? Oh, God, that was strange. We gotta stop fucking on satanic altars. So, you know, I have totally no idea what we were talking about originally, but here we are. Oh, yeah.
If it's okay to date somebody.
Oh, yeah, Fate. Fate doesn't trap
relatively
well, so-
significantly younger than you are.
Yes. Okay, so and then we got sidetracked and we're talking about teachers. And that's how we got there.
Right,
Okay,
right.
all right.
Because of a significant age difference in a dating
Yes.
type relationship.
Well, it's significant. If she's 30 and he's 20, that's still fine. That's still fucking fine. If she's 20 and he's 10, you're a fucking freak. But I have a feeling it's not like that.
no, not quite.
Do you have the ages? Can you give them away and still have anonymousness?
I don't really even know the exact ages anyway. I know there's like at least a
relative
5-year difference.
Are they both out of school?
Oh yeah, everybody's
Okay.
20-something plus.
Then it doesn't fucking matter. She could be 50 as long as the dude can get it up and fuck you. Totally fucking fine. Get laid, fuck like rabbits, have fucking fun, and just
That's kind of what I was leaning towards, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just like if you're gonna have fun with it, you know, go ahead. If you don't want anything serious, don't have anything serious.
believe me, guys are really good at that. The latter.
Yeah,
In fact, sometimes they're too good.
I have been accused of that repeatedly. You don't take anything seriously. I know. I did warn you. It was in writing in the contract.
Yes, but
You
we're
said
having
to
sex with
me,
me.
I don't
Sign
want
this."
anything serious at the beginning of this, so I kept it okay.
Find our terms. This is my terms of service agreement. Please sign the bottom. Thank you. Just scroll to the bottom and click I accept terms. Thank you.
That's right.
Okay, let's get out on the beach and have sex. So.
Sand in the vagina.
Oh yeah, that's.
Now there's an intro.
But years later, I met up with that young lady and I finished the fucking deal like a fucking
Like a boss.
Yeah, I did some good. I was proud. You ever one of those things where you're like, pow. And there's always that Trent Reznor line. I want some sex I can smell.
Yeah.
And you know when she has gotten off hard. It's beyond the screaming. You just know, and you're just like, I've done some good work today. Like Michelangelo, my dick was the paintbrush. I painted a sexual Sistine Chapel fucking mural here.
Yep.
Rock on. You know, one of those kind of fucking moments. All that's behind me.
Those are the good moments. Like when it's just like, did she just piss on me? Oh wait, no, that was a good thing.
It's like, holy shit, she just got off that hard. I'm like fucking Zeus in this motherfucker, but not like in an arrogant kind of like way. In a like a, you just feel fucking super confident, you know? I don't know.
Well, it is kind of an arrogant sort of way, but in that like selfless arrogance.
Yeah, because I mean, not
There
like
you go.
I just really got off like a champ. No way, no guy thinks that. We go, well, sometimes.
There are moments for that.
I covered both their faces. Now their eyes are glued shut. They're blind. Time to grab their purses and get out of here. Driving down the road, I'm naked. Driving down the road, I'm naked. What do they got in the purses? So, whoops, I left my clothes.
Oh,
Better head back and tell
really
them.
did not need that image in my head, but it was funny as shit.
Thank you, Claritin. This image of a sweaty nude Carl with two purses on his lap driving down the road to the, I wish I knew what fucking movie that came from. Yes, exactly. Naked. Which is better than the other one.
Because then you're just being all secret agent about it.
Yeah, well, that music makes you cooler. You can put it after anything, and you sound fucking super awesome.
Yep.
God, Clarendon. Okay, this next one I like to call Lost in Translation. It's our new mini segment.
Oh, sweet.
There's, you know how some stuff just doesn't translate well the same way the meatballs don't travel well?
Damn it.
Oh, I gotcha. I actually thought of that before I said it, so the timing was good. But this is different spots throughout the world where Americans go all touristy in, and they'll put little signs up with English in there so that, you know, we know what's going on. Some of them, though, the translations just don't work out quite as well as they should.
You're a cigarette, and I'm not your mate, fag.
Like that. Okay. Now, this is a copy of an article. Let me give mad props to this because I'm grabbing it like pretty much word for word. Written by Derek Davies, posted on the site known as The Funny Pages.
Okay.
So this was like a one-time thing he did, but I was just like looking around. I said, oh, this is hilarious. I should snag it. And since we don't have any sponsors and we're not making any money from this, it's perfectly safe for us to use this. I wanted to give him big up because he's got a couple funny things on the site.
Cool.
Okay, this was in a Bucharest hotel lobby. The lift is being fixed for the day. During that time, we regret that you will be unbearable. So it's stuff like that.
Ah, yes. That's like all the sign memes you see floating about the interwebs.
Yes. This next one was in a Leipzig elevator. Do not enter the lift backwards and only when lit up. Enter the lift backwards. Why? What will happen? I guess, you know, maybe they're worried you'll fall into the elevator shaft or something.
I suppose.
Or someone will fall into your elevator shaft.
Okay. It is, Leipzig, so it's some kind of Germanic somewhere.
It's a happening place. This next one was in a Belgrade elevator. Lots of elevators, huh?
They are dangerous places to be reading.
To move the cabin, push button for wishing floor. If the cabin should enter more persons, each one should press a number of wishing floor. Driving is then going alphabetically by national order.
Oh, well, that was clearly in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Because that is about how that elevator moved.
In a Parisian hotel elevator. Please leave your values at the front desk.
Yeah.
Ah, Paris. Ooh la la. In a hotel in
the
Athens.
baby is smoking. Does it make you angry?
Oh, shoot.
Paper fail.
In a hotel in Athens, visitors are expected to complain at the office between the hours of 9 and 11 a.m. daily. So
Wow.
be there on time.
That job must suck.
In a Yugoslavian hotel, the flattening of underwear with pleasure is the job of the chambermaid.
That's right. All those sad underwear flattening
My
chambermaids.
underwear's got too many bulges in it. Can you send the chambermaid up here? She will definitely take pleasure in flattening your underwear for you. Good, because I can't stand walking around with...
Lumpy underwear sucks.
And then she gets up there and I go, ha-ha! I'm not wearing any underwear.
Whoa. And now there is a big lump in my underwear that you must take care of.
I will flatten your genital bulge.
Why did she have Thor's hammer? Oh, God.
In the lobby of a Moscow hotel across from a Russian Orthodox monastery. You are welcome to visit the cemetery where famous Russian and Soviet composers, artists, and writers are buried daily, except for Thursday. So,
In Soviet Russia, career kills you.
yes. Oh, damn you, Claritin. Pete got me on that one. Except for on Thursday. On Thursdays, you are very safe to become a composer, writer, or artist. We do not murder you on Thursday. Rest of week, we put you in ground. In an Austrian hotel for skiers. Not to perambulate the corridors in the hours of repose in the boots of ascension.
Fucking tampons everywhere. Boots
Wow.
of Ascension.
That sounds like...
Boots of Ascension. Boots, tampons, Ascension. Getting high. I see where they got that
I
idea.
was going to say, it sounds like something like you would get in from Lady Vash in World of Warcraft or something.
Oh, dude, I just got the new Boots of Ascension.
Oh, it's the hottest purple ever. On a menu in a Swiss restaurant, our wines leave you nothing to hope for.
Wow.
Some sad wines.
That is depressing as fuck.
On a menu of a Polish hotel, salad a firm's own make. limpid red beer soup with cheesy dumplings in the form of a finger. Roasted duck let loose. Beef rashers beaten up in the country people's fashion. Bring those. I'd like my beef rashers. Can I have them roughly beaten up? Certainly, sir.
Someone get that duck back here. It's roasted.
Oh, I love. This is my favorite Polish hotel. They bring the beet rasher out and they with a blackjack and they beat the shit out of it in front of you. It's still bleeding and whimpering in front of you when you eat it.
That's awesome.
And then they let the roasted duck loose. So
That's
Quack, 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 quack. Ouch, I've been roasted. Quack, quack, quack.
that's like a euphemism waiting to happen.
in a Hong Kong supermarket, for your convenience, we recommend courteous, efficient self-service. Go Japanese, go. Excuse me.
Hong Kong, Carl. China.
Oh, what did I say?
Japanese.
Clarendon almost made me say, oh, it's the same thing. Racist Carl strikes again.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. I mean, you were in the right ballpark globally.
Yeah, I was on the right side of the planet.
Not the right side of their pond.
In a Bangkok cleaners, drop your trousers here for best results.
Oh, those Japanese.
In a fuck you, Pete. You got that off. Were you waiting the whole time for me to actually speak just to say that? I don't care where
No,
it is.
I really had no idea what
In
was coming
Bangkok,
next.
Vienna, Australia. Oh no, we're getting
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
anywhere except for Japan. Otherwise, all those Japanese. Damn it, he got me.
It's right next to
It's right next to China. No, wait. Yeah, it is. Oh. In a Parisian dress shop, dresses for street walking. That's nice. I didn't know they made them specifically. For that.
They're a lot cooler about that kind of thing over there.
Oh, yeah, evidently. In a Hong Kong dress shop, which is not in Japan,
It would have been old at that point.
order your summer suit. Because his big rush, we will execute customers in strict rotation. Okay, customers, everybody get together. We're going to execute you in a strict rotation, so you're not here all day.
Yeah, I was about to say that's very sort of.
We're then going to send you to Moscow, where you'll be buried daily.
But only the artists and composers of you.
The rest of you, we're just going to toss you down Austrian elevator shaft. So, from the Soviet Weekly, there will be a Moscow exhibition of the arts by 15,000 Soviet Republic painters and sculptors.
Who will all be killed.
These were all executed over the past 2 years.
Except for Thursdays.
Well, I think they're taking this whole an artist doesn't really get famous till they're dead thing, too.
Yeah, really.
Well, if you can make $15 million off Picasso, we will kill 15 million Picassos and make $15 trillion. It doesn't work like that, Ruskies. In an East African newspaper, a new swimming pool is rapidly taking shape since the contractors have thrown in the bulk of their workers. So I guess you're swimming in the workers.
I suppose.
In a Vienna hotel, in case of fire, do your utmost to alarm the porter. So the porter walks by and you go, ah! And he goes, I'm very alarmed.
So alarmed.
Good. Well, there's a fire. Get out of here. But
Just so you know.
when you hit the stairs, just turn around and walk in backwards. It's a tradition. In Germany's Black Forest, it is strictly forbidden on our Black Forest camping site that people of different sex, for instance, men and women, live together in one tent unless they are married for that purpose.
So
let's break this down,
first of
shall
all,
we?
there's a for instance about different sexes.
Yes.
And second of all, they suggest that you only get married to be in a same
Well, they provide
tent.
exposition there. They say men and women. It's an explanation there, you know. Live together. So you're going to live together in one tent unless they are married for that purpose. Now, a general no-frills marriage license will not count. You have to have a tenting marriage license.
Yeah, that's
Evidently.
that's some serious. Well, yeah, some serious shit over there.
An ad by a Hong Kong dentist. Teeth extracted by the latest Methodists.
Well, I did hear they were trying to get that Christianity thing going over there.
Well, that'll turn you to Jesus pulling your teeth out. That's for
yeah,
sure.
turn to anything for that.
This is a Russian chess book. A lot of water has been passed under the bridge since this variation has been played. Pass me some water? No, under the bridge, please.
Hopefully, it wasn't that Chinese water they use around Easter.
No, I thought they used Chinese water around Japan. Oh! I had to go there.
Yes, clearly you did think that.
Japan, I mean, not China. In a Rome laundry. Ladies, leave your clothes here and spend the afternoon having a good time.
Yeah, there you go.
In a Czechoslovakian tourist agency. Take one of our horse-driven tours. We guarantee no miscarriages. Do they mean the horse?
Oh, that's like,
You wacky
that's awful.
Czechoslovakians.
Czechs.
An ad for donkey rides in Thailand. Would you like to ride your own ass?
Every day.
Wow. On a faucet in a Finnish restroom. To stop the drip, turn cock to right. Or you'll get cod flops. Whatever the fuck it
God
is.
blops all over the place. You'll note a fly in the toilet.
Yes. In the window of a Swedish furrier. Fur coats made for ladies from their own skin.
Wow.
Why would you need... You're already wearing it. Why would you need a coat made from your own skin?
That's
That's just
pretty
awful.
awesome, actually.
On a box of clockwork toys in Hong Kong, guaranteed to work throughout its useful life,
Well, good.
as opposed to its non-useful life.
It's made in Hong Kong.
Detour sign in Kyushu, Japan. Stop. Drive sideways. Is that Tokyo Drift or what?
Wow.
Oh, I went there.
That's that's one of those new cars where the wheels just turn completely
sideways.
at 90 degrees and you just shuffle along.
My dumbass Claritin brain, because when you said turn in sideways, you had them both pointing at each other. I'm like, wouldn't the car crash into itself? I was like, no, Claritin, stop it. That's only funny because you're stupid. They'll be laughing at you.
That's fine.
And then that island of sobriety in my head said, say it, that's funny.
It's like, hey, can you get your feet closer to the ground? Thanks. I want to see a car crash into itself. That'd be awesome.
Swiss Mountain Inn, special today, no ice cream. That's the special. What's your special? No fucking ice cream. But I mean, just trust me, it's fucking special.
We always have ice cream. We're on a fucking mountain.
Bangkok Temple. It is forbidden to enter a woman, even a foreigner, if dressed like a man. So it's forbidden to enter a woman, even if you're a foreigner, if dressed like a man.
So I guess actually deconstructing that sentence means if you're dressed like a man, you cannot enter a woman.
If you're a foreigner.
Even
if
a
you're
foreigner.
Even a foreigner. So like a regular person would be completely off the table, but a foreigner, there's like a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, but if you're dressed like a man, forget it.
Damn it, I can't make the syllables fit. I wanted to do a dude looks like a lady, but I couldn't cram foreigner into the space of dude, so that didn't work out. Tokyo.
Yeah, no.
Tokyo bar. Special cocktail for the ladies with nuts.
Speaking of dressed like a man.
Yes. Copenhagen airline ticket office. We take your bags and send them in all directions.
That's actually not too far from the truth. A friend of mine lost one of her bits of luggage in Copenhagen.
But was it sent in all directions?
Could have been. We don't know.
That's true, because you'd have to travel in all directions
Yeah.
to find it.
There's a lot of directions out of there. Big ass airport.
Moscow hotel room. If this is your first visit to the USSR, you are welcome to it. It's all yours.
Take it. We don't want it anymore.
Norwegian
Obviously.
cocktail lounge. Ladies are requested not to have children in the bar.
There's hospitals for that.
That's if they survive the Czechoslovakian carriage ride.
Damn it, I'm a bartender, not a doctor.
Budapest Zoo. Please do not feed the animals. If you have any suitable food, give it to the guard on duty.
We don't feed him here.
Make
Well,
sure
I don't
they're
know
not
why he is
fed.
French in Budapest, but that's okay.
That is fine. Oui, monsieur. Office of a Roman doctor, specialist in women and other diseases.
Oh, those
Hey,
Romans
paisan,
are
you have a
crazy.
disease. You are a woman. It's untreatable. You are born like that. What are we going to do?
Now go get a dress for the streetwalker.
Yes, go get dressed for streetwalker. Go to Paris. Make us some money, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, Stereotype Theater, brought to you by Pete and Carl. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, brought to you by Claritin.
Slowly eliminating demographics one at a time.
Till eventually only nerdy white people will listen to our music unoffended. Music?
That too.
The music of the night. What comedy they make.
Claritin.
Yes, Claritin. an Acapulco hotel. Can't believe I would manage to say that.
Yeah.
The
Go
manager
Claritin.
has personally passed all the water served here. So don't think you're drinking. This tastes like urine. This isn't from one of the waiters or waitresses. No, sir.
No.
Sir. It's a
That is
manager.
management water.
Management water.
That's why we can get away with charging €8 for it.
Japanese instructions on an air conditioner.
Oh, this will be good.
Coolies and heaties. If you want just condition of warm in your room, please control yourself.
Please control yourself.
Car rental brochure in Tokyo. When passenger afoot heave in sight, tootle the horn. Trumpet him melodiously at first, but if he still obstacles your passage, then tootle him with vigor.
The direct translation doesn't always work.
Two signs from a Bajoran. This is from Deep Space Nine. Two signs from it says it's spelled Major Can, but I'm sure it's like Majorcan or something.
Majorcan. I don't know.
Two signs from a Parisian shop entrance.
They're crazy.
English well talking. Here, speaking American.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the writing and such is terrible.
Yes. A sign on the lion cage at a zoo in the Czech Republic.
Rar.
No smoothing the lion.
Whoa. Whoa, with the smoothing of the lion.
Yes, easy with
Okay.
that.
He will bite your fucking head off.
And don't attempt to approach them with food. Just give it to their guard. The guards do all the smoothing here. We will smooth them with the butt of our rifles. That's fucked up. What, are all the animals in your zoo political prisoners?
Yeah.
Fucking calm block country motherfuckers. What's wrong with you?
POWs from some war in Africa somewhere.
This giraffe comes from proletariat area. Oh, Yankee bastard. Okay, a Finnish hotel's instructions in case of fire. If you are unable to leave your room, expose yourself in the window.
Well, that'll get your attention, I guess.
Oh my goodness, there's a fire. Flash them, honey, flash them. A notice in a Japanese hotel. This is from 1950, evidently. Please not to steal towels. If you are not person to do such, please not to read notice. I guess you're so confused after reading that, you just give up on the whole notion.
I can't
of towels.
take the towels now. My brain is melted.
And that is our Lost in Translation little mini segment there.
I have to find some more of those. That's pretty awesome.
Those were actually pretty funny, yeah. So, yeah.
That was
That
good
was sort
segment
of,
you have
yeah.
there.
It kind of sort of ended like
Yeah. Nice segment, Carl.
Oh my God. I had
Yes?
everything written down for our outro, and I was so happy about it. But then I took it all the way over there. So I don't have it, but that's all right because I don't need it.
Oh, yeah, because needing things is
For needy
for people that need things.
Yes. So you've been listening to That's Life. This has been episode 21.
21.
That's right. Woo! Put on your party hats for 21. No, you haven't accidentally started the episode to get up again because that's how I started it. You're at the end of it, which is great.
21ception.
So be sure to check out our website, That's Life, at that'slifepodcast.com. Be sure to subscribe. That's
right. Click it.
Subscribe. And
You know
what
you
should
want
they do?
Subscribe.
That's right. They should subscribe once, twice, 3 times. Subscribe.
lady?
And tell a few of your friends to subscribe as well. First of all, it's free.
Free.
Costs you nothing. Second of all, you'll get updates like you would know immediately when that wonderful little commercial was published. You'll know when episodes get published. You'll know when all sorts of other material that we're going to be sticking up there soon will get published.
That's right. We got all kinds of good things in the works, new ideas.
Yes. Funny
so
stuff
stay
coming
tuned,
through the pipes.
To that thing. Stay tuned to the iTunes. Leave us some good reviews.
Oh, yes, except we're not on iTunes, but that's okay.
Well, if we were, that's what
We
you would
were,
do.
that's what you would do.
You know what? Start doing it now. In fact, just email iTunes and tell them you want us on there.
Yeah, say, where the hell's our That's Life? God damn it.
Because we're in their system. They're just being, well, all Apple about it.
Yeah, they're dragging their feet. But, you know,
That's
we'll
okay.
be there soon.
I'm sure
That's life. That's
it's
how things
difficult
go.
to
do
I'm sure
things.
it's real hard to push buttons.
But, yeah, so from all of us here, from
Pete.
and Carl and Claritin, we'd like to bid you an adieu, and a motherfucking adieu, and stuff.
Yeah, there's a good ending. Oh, my ass! Why doesn't it fuck me?
Time to grab their purses and get out of here. Driving down the road, I'm naked. Driving down the road, I'm naked. What do they got in the purses?